What's good, YouTube? It's your boy LB Dino. I appreciate you checking out the vid. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, today we're reacting to Squad refuses to challenge Pelosi Successor, which is not a surprise because they are ass. Church.
Nancy Pelosi is remaining in the House, but she will no longer be the leader of the Dem House caucus. And she is putting forward her...
Which means she's still trying to get her bread up. You know what I'm saying? She's not trying to give up that bread. But she will just, like, give off the image of her not being in charge anymore. You know what I'm saying? She about to put in her new lackey. But she's in charge still.
Her own handpicked successor, no surprise there.
Handpicked successor.
Jeffries, in fact, the top 3 leadership positions in the House, they have basically handpicked and assured that there will be no dissent in this whole process.
Never.
Nancy Pelosi decided this is who she wants to be her successor. It is a total, like, classic corporate shill who's been at total war with the left. And now they're bragging about the fact that there is going to be no debate or discussion around this whatsoever. Let's go ahead and put this up on the screen.
No debate, no, like, you see how the Republicans, they was arguing or whatever for a little bit of time to see who's gonna lead. The Democrats, nope, no argument. Everybody just falls in line. Why? Because they're all the same and they know nothing's gonna change. None of them is gonna do nothing different. They all falling in line with each other to do nothing.
From Politico, Dems get in array on future leadership after Pelosi departs. They say here House Democrats are increasingly likely to elect their troika of top leaders, good word there, for the next Congress without any major confrontation, ensuring a show of unity as they enter the minority. They go on to say they quietly diffuse several potential conflicts, can't have any conflict, God forbid, that could have divided their members. Pramila Jayapal, I'll get to that in a minute, who'd been eyeing a slot for the number 2, announced Friday she was running for re-election as chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. And they have some quotes here that just
soft,
amazing.
Soft ass niggas that y'all supposed to be representing us.
Decide actually having some certainty and clarity about the next team is, I think, something reassuring for the caucus. They talk about how they feel like they're the adults in the room, they don't have any dissent. It's like, God, you all have such contempt for democracy, number 1. Number 2, you're idiots if you think that the public cares at all, whether, like, what your little leadership battles and fights are. And number 3, Pramila Jayapal is the biggest fool in the world. I am sorry. This woman has been throwing her own caucus and progressives under the bus with the foolish idea, which was always a fantasy, that maybe she was going to get some leadership position, and then she just meekly goes to the side. I mean, to give you one example, you had her calling this, like, progressive caucus call to endorse Shontel Brown over Nina Turner, and to actually go in on that race on the side of a corporate Democrat over an actual progressive, much to the chagrin of some of the members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. They could have just stayed out. She did that instead.
Know what I'm saying?
And most recently, this whole freaking Ukraine progressive letter fiasco.
Ain't nothing progressive about none of the Democrats. They all the same corporate people. They work for corporations, bro. All of the politicians in government is corporate backed, corporate run. That's it, bro. We gotta get all of these niggas up out of there, bro. That's what I keep trying to say in these videos, bro. All of these politicians is trash, bro. The youth has to come up with their own party, do their own thing, because all these old niggas is stupid and trash, bro. All they could think about is power, keeping power, and making themselves richer. Dirt.
Which was all at the feet of Pramila Jayapal, who, you know, the letter gets released. Immediately, once she gets pushed back, and I'm sure some calls from Pelosi or whoever, she starts backtracking. Oh, let me explain. I didn't really mean anything about that whole diplomacy, like wanting to actually see the war to come to a close. I didn't mean anything. And then ultimately retracts the whole thing, throws the staff under the bus, all again because she thought she had some shot at leadership here.
And then she gets nothing.
They're like, no, you don't. She just meekly goes away. And she's not the only one. Squad member Jamal Bowman says he will support Hakeem Jeffries. Let's go ahead and put this up on the screen.
Of course he will. That's his man.
On the possibility that both of the Dem leaders in Congress
that's pretty gangster.
Workers, that would be Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. He said, quote, "That's pretty gangster."
That's pretty gangster. that the dude that's been shitting on your whole squad for the whole time y'all been trying to come up, trying to gain power, he been going to war with them, and now he's the leader. That's pretty gangster. You a soft excuse for a leader. You niggas is all soft. Y'all should all just like go do something else, bro. Cause this is not it for you, bro. Y'all niggas ain't no leaders. None of y'all is leaders. Y'all all followers, and y'all soft. Y'all ain't about nothing. Y'all ain't about no change. Y'all just about grabbing the seat for what? What do y'all even like? What are y'all even here for, bro? Like just to be a politician? Like that shit is so corny, bro. Niggas is weird, bro.
Keep in mind that Hakeem Jeffries actually sided with Elliot Engel over Jamal Bowman in that primary. I mean, Pelosi is.
This shit is crazy. You understand what these niggas are saying? Bro, the nigga that he just said, oh, that would be gangster if he's the leader. He sided with the nigga that he was running against. So how do you say, yo, these people are so weird, bro? Politicians are the weirdest humans on planet Earth, bro. Weird. It's so weird. They're supposed to work for you, but all they do is click up in their little weird groups and be weird with each other. Like,
has obviously been at war with the left of the
corny.
caucus. Hakeem Jeffries is, if anything, more adversarial. This dude's top ally in Congress is literally Josh Gottheimer, to give you a sense of like where he positions himself in the caucus.
Corny niggas.
And yet, not a word of dissent from the supposed firebrands within the Democratic caucus. I mean, look, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene and those people are freaking crazy, but I have to be jealous of the fact that they are willing to piss off their own leadership and be adversarial. What is the difference between electing a squad member and electing a regular rank and file Democrat
There ain't
at this
none.
point when they're completely unwilling to go against and be adversarial and piss people off in leadership? It's just, to me, it's utterly pathetic.
Yeah, I completely agree.
He's like a Saagar.
Matt Gaetz won't even say that he'll vote for Kevin McCarthy on the floor. He's like, no, unless I absolutely have to, I will not do it. I'm going to mount a protest vote. You had Thomas Massey and others like basically licking their chops, saying they're going to do this. Andy Biggs ran against Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah.
And Kevin McCarthy, he respected him basically for it. He's like, okay, I'll work with you guys after I lost. Like, you guys have some real power.
Kevin McCarthy is going to be Speaker of the House ultimately. Like, they're going to fold, but guess what? They're going to extract their pound of flesh.
Yes.
They got Marjorie back on the committees. They're going to get committee chairmanships, whatever little rule changes they want. They're going to get something to enhance their position within the caucus and to be able to consolidate more power. These people who just immediately are like, oh, Hakeem Jeffries, that's gangster. That's amazing. That's great, even though he's against everything we claim to stand for and has been like shitting on us.
Everything they claim, keyword, claim to stand for. They don't really stand for shit. They just like to say a lot of pretty words to get you to vote for them. Just like the rest of them. That's it. These niggas is all frauds. And y'all keep falling for them every time, bro. Stop voting for these niggas, bro. Stop voting for them.
Relentlessly for years, we're just going to immediately bend the knee. Pathetic is the only word that I can come up with to use it. And actually, New York Magazine had a piece here on Hakeem Jeffries. They call him Speaker of the Establishment. I think we have
Speaker of the Establishment.
And it's just all about.
That's pretty funny.
They say Hakeem Jeffries becoming House Democrats' next leader is not necessarily a sign of progress. Yeah, you think they go through, some of his wars on the left, but ultimately, the big conclusion here for anybody, regardless of their ideological view, is this is an attempt for the 80-somethings in leadership, like the old people in leadership, to hand the torch to people who will be exactly like them. And with Pelosi remaining in Congress for a while, too, I mean, there's no doubt Hakeem Jeffries will just basically be doing her bidding of whatever she tells him to do.
Of course.
And, this is their play.
She just stepping to the side. She in the shadows now.
Positioning.
So niggas can't blame her. They gonna blame this nigga.
Of the Democratic Party and definitely into the future. So this is why I get pissed off when people are like, we need generational change. It's like, what does that mean? Let's talk about ideology. Let's talk about tactics at the very least. Just passing the torch to someone who is younger than you, but ultimately just as corrupt as you, is not really progress.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and here in this situation, this is like when Putin was not president of Russia. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Hakeem Jeffries really is our Medvedev of the air. It's like,
that's a great analogy.
Immediately, that's what I thought of. I was like, this is just as fake as when Putin was no longer running. Like, who do you think is going to be whipping the votes? Who do you think has been raising all the money? Who do you think is going to be, here's a question. Whenever they do a major fundraiser, are they going to call Hakeem Jeffries or are they going to call Nancy Pelosi? They're going to call Nancy. And as long as she's in Congress, that's just how it's going to be, unless she actually retires. So we have it very clear here. He's basically the front man, for Jim Clyburn, who, by the way, loves him. He's like his chosen protege. Not a surprise. Same with Nancy Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, all of these guys.
All these niggas make me sick, bro.
Power, and now he will be the person at the top. And there's zero ideological change. He's lockstep with the Biden administration on this, and you can expect basically nothing. As you said,
you already said you can expect basically nothing, because that's what all of them niggas want.
So-called dissidents and people who want some sort of change within the caucus, that doesn't exist at all, and they're not willing to do anything to try and get even somewhat a 5% different outcome in the House of Representatives.
They're so afraid of their own shadow. They're so afraid of
saying
something mean about them on cable news.
They soft. Bernie soft. All these niggas is soft, bro. These niggas don't want no smoke. They talk all that talk about, we come here to we don't care if we only a one term this and that. They all soft, bro. They all talk. They ain't about nothing, bro. They just want to look good for Twitter likes, look good on Twitter, on social media, have their followings, get the crowd all riled up on their side so they can make presidential runs. That's all of these lame-ass niggas is doing. All of them want to be president. To do what? I don't understand, son. Like, what do these niggas want to do, bro? None of these niggas want to do nothing, bro. Stop voting for these weird-ass people, bro. Like, dead ass.
It's just sad. I mean, honestly, like, is it too much to ask for to have one bomb thrower, one real dissident in the House Democratic Caucus? Apparently. I mean, I guess ultimately respect to Pelosi, because she got them all to completely bend the knee and just go along with whatever succession plan they put up ultimately. So there you go. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Hey guys, or not,
nigga said congrats. Yeah, that nigga Saagar funny. He know he like this shit. He know he like this shit. Cause he know he's Republican. He fucks with the chaos in the Democratic Party. He love when that niggas is in chaos. Whatever though. That's the reaction. Check out the next one, Church.